Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by again. I do appreciate that. So we're going to get into this article here real quick, and it says a sixth mass extinction is underway, and it's our fault. The rapid die-off of species is a sign that the sixth mass extinction is already underway, says a new study. And it goes on to say that the disappearance of the dinosaurs is probably the world's most famous example of mass extinction, but it's certainly not the only one. There have been at least four other mass extinctions on Earth over the past 500 million years. A mass extinction refers to the die-off of a huge number of species in a relatively short period of time. In the past, mass extinctions have been caused by geological or climate events, such as the asteroid strike that wiped out the dinosaurs. But according to scientists, we are experiencing another mass extinction, and this time it's of our own making. It says a new study published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences says that there is a biological annihilation underway. Researchers from Stanford University and the National Autonomous University of Mexico looked at 27,600 terrestrial vertebrate species, which represent around half of the vertebrate species, and have found that 32% are decreasing in population. And as you can see here, there's low concern, and then the red is endangered. These are land vertebrates, mammals, birds, reptiles. They also looked at 177 mammal species and found that all have lost at least a third of their geographic ranges. In addition, nearly 1 in 2 of the species have experienced severe population declines. So basically what it's saying is we're taking up all their land. We're taking up their means to survive, so therefore the extinction is truly man-made. It's our fault because we're taking away their environment in order to build our environment. It's sad in a lot of ways. It says several species of mammals that were relatively safe 1 or 2 decades ago are now endangered. For instance, the number of African lions has dropped by 43% since 1993. The study is not the only piece of research to come to the conclusion that certain species are declining rapidly. The Living Planet Index, which measures the number of 3,706 vertebrate species, also shows a persistent downward trend. And here you can see, I mean, this is a tiny picture. It's hard to see, but you can see the trend. It's definitely downward, obviously. And it goes on to say that although mass extinctions occurred before humans took over the planet, the scientists say that the rate of die-off has speeded up considerably. Even by their conservative estimates, almost 200 species of vertebrates have become extinct in the last 100 years. This is the equivalent to around 2 species a year. In past extinctions, the loss of 200 species would have taken up to 10,000 years. The problem, say the authors of the study, is that the two extinctions a year do not attract enough global attention, especially if people have not heard of the creature in the first place. They use the examples of the Catarina pupfish and the Christmas Island pipstrel, a small bat, which have both vanished in recent years. They argue the world should be paying attention because the loss of biological diversity is one of the most severe human-caused global environmental problems. In the last few decades, humans have taken over the vast swaths of animal habitat and caused population and global warming, all of which, the authors say, have led to catastrophic declines in the populations of both the common and rare vertebrate species. The problem with the extinction is that they're irreversible and that it has a profound effect on the planet's ecosystem. Everything from the food we eat to the resources that we use are with us because of the Earth's extraordinary biodiversity. That's not enough time, they say, to prevent the shrinking of biodiversity, and any notion that we could somehow bring extinct animals back to life is a misimpression. But not everyone agrees with the scientists' gloomy assessment. So, basically, what this is saying is, I'm not going to get into the rest of this. It's pretty much what it goes back into is, on the other hand, others would argue that the Earth is actually bouncing back. So there's two sides to every story, really. But we've been the reason I wanted to share this article because I've been noticing it, especially this year, how many mass die-offs we've had just this year. Now that's not extinctions, okay? But this is a mass. What I'm talking about is all the mass die-offs of the fish and everything else, the sea life and everything else we've seen this year, just this year. So, something's going on. You know, it is most of it is probably man-made, if you will, man caused by us taking away their environment. But that doesn't explain all of it. So I just wanted to share this article with you. A lot of our biodiversity is endangered. Like, our planet is in danger. Our animals are in danger. And it's like most of the people just don't care. You know what I mean? It's like we sweep it under the rug and just hope for the best. But I mean, to me, this is sad. This is a sad situation. Even if it's stuff that I've never heard of, you don't want to see something dying and whatever. It's like, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. And when I come across other articles similar to this, I'll definitely share them with you. But I do appreciate you watching, and I appreciate every single one of you. So I hope you have a blessed day. Peace.